jobs and wages. So many of you said you wanted to become successful, to help out your families and enjoy your life. Do you realize that many of the world's largest businesses today are in the same age range as many of you? Amazon is 28, Google 24, Facebook 18, Instagram 12, and TikTok is 6. New technologies will continue to disrupt and supersede existing industries. And as the world goes increasingly digital, Jamaica must not be left behind. We need our own digital transformation, bringing affordable broadband internet to every Jamaican home to help our young Jamaicans to compete and outshine their peers across the world. Your vote can help us to make those necessary changes. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. There comes a point in each person's life where they are tasked with an important decision. A decision that may affect not only them, but also their country.
Change gon' come, oh, yes it will.
A decision to keep things the way they are, or a decision that will bring meaningful change. We choose change to provide wider access to homes and land ownership, for good health care. There's a travel advisory issued by the U.S. State Department advising of the poor state of our hospitals and the prohibitive costs associated with accessing private health care. And access to quality education from early childhood to the tertiary level. A change to decrease crime and give our youths a chance. A change from unfulfilled promises to renewed trust. A change from corruption to good governance.
If I were in your position, I would take for myself and hand over to someone else who is not compromised.
We choose a Jamaica that is run democratically, not autocratically. We choose a Jamaica where if you break the law, you pay the price, no matter who you are. If, like me, you truly want a better future for all Jamaicans, not just a few, then make the decision to choose change for yourself, for your family, and for Jamaica.
The following message is brought to you by the People's National Party. Was brought to you by the People's National Party.
Chip, 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 chip. Call the election now. Bro, God, we've had enough. Call the election now. You time up, bro, get up. you a drive little big scam bus. Them 28 book there where you shuffle up. Just understand, say everybody boy you fed up. Call the election now. Call it. Bro, God, we've had enough. Call the election now. Call it. You time up. Bro, get up. Time come. Before you work, you're busy hustle instead. While the hospitals not no bed, you take with for fools and I tell peer lies. Bro, we know you compromise. Call the election now. Bro, God, we've had enough. Call the election now. You time up. Bro, get up. Time come. We've had enough. Believe me, you'll lose with trust. Time for justice, your system corrupt. 9 years of this, we cup full up. Call the election now. Bro, God, we've had enough. Call the election now. You time up. Bro, get up. Time come. Call it. Bro, God, we've had enough. Call the election now. You time up. Bro, get up. Time come.
We want it now. We're tired. We're tired of them now with them false promise. Heavenly Father God, we want you. We need your divine intervention. We need it now.
Crime and safety. Your future depends on the right measures for crime being put in place. And I think you're mature and smart enough to realize it's not just about police and soldiers patrolling the streets. It has to start with healing ourselves and our communities and giving our at-risk youth a second chance to become productive citizens. Many of you will know a young person that the education system failed, who, if he or she had that second chance through mentorship, training, remedial education, and job placement, could become a positive contributor to our society instead of chopping and pushing badness. Time come to use your vote to change that. Find out everything you need to know about voting at markgoldingja.com/vote. Remember, get out and vote. Your voice, your vote, your choice. Domestic violence is higher than ever. Violent crime is fed by a general lack of moral norms, discipline, and behavioral standards in this society. We must address this. Time come to establish legislation with effective mechanisms and remedies to protect survivors. Time come to implement support centers in every parish to provide safe havens for the survivors of domestic violence and sexual assaults. Your vote matters.
Jamaican people want better.
Education. Education is the best antidote to poverty, passing from this generation to the next. Your vote can help to make tertiary education more accessible to everyone. Your vote can help eliminate the requirement of a guarantor for students to access a student loan. It can help to cap student loan payments at a manageable percentage of your actual income so that the state, not you, the student, bears the risks of low pay or unemployment. And if you lose your job and you're unemployed, we will suspend loan payments and tack them to the back end of your loan without any...
All right, so let us push him back a little. At this time, I'm just going to be asking our representative from the Port Morant Division, Comrade Dinsdale Smith, to come at this time. Please put your hands together for him as he comes.
Comrades from the Port Morant Division, let me hear you say power. 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 I just want to make sure that we are here in our large numbers. I want to start by recognizing our supreme leader, leader for the constituency, our candidate and the next Member of Parliament for St. Thomas Eastern, Comrade Rosemary Shaw. I want to recognize my colleague councillor, the great Ludlow Mattison, Comrade Luds, undefeated over 4 terms. Where is he? I don't see him. I just want to acknowledge him. I am the newest councillor, comrades, newest PNP councillor in the St. Thomas Eastern constituency. And I'm here to bring you greetings from our division, the Port Morant division, and I want to recognize, I see the person making their way up, our campaign manager, Comrade Bertram Anderson, the toughest campaign manager in the East. The man no easy, you know, but he mean us well. So more time him kick us in the teeth and send us along and say, go do it, and nothing is acceptable unless it is done properly and we come with a victory. So I'm sure that with Comrade Bertram with us, leading us, managing the campaign, we will be victorious when the next election is called. And so I am just saying that I am the newest councillor, PNP councillor in the constituency. And as a result of that, I believe that we managed to put ourselves in a position to win back the constituency and return political order to the constituency as we have known it for 27 of the last 32 years. Yeah. For 27 years we had our great Member of Parliament, very well beloved, very well respected, Dr. Fenton Ferguson, and I want to big him up tonight. And so, I say to Bath Division, the strongest PNP division in this constituency, the division that ensures that whenever the count is done and everybody nervous down Morant Bay, and you hear say the ballot box them don't come in yet. When you hear say the ballot boxes them come in, you know, we're going to say yes. Win. But you know what you can do. We have relied on you over the years. We know how strong you are as a division. We know that we have challenges, but we know we are stronger than the challenges. For one more time, I'm going to ask us, on behalf of the constituency of St. Thomas, that the Bath comrades come out and give us the support and the victory. And I'm going to make you a promise that we are working night and day, relentlessly, to ensure that we not only win the Port Morant division in the local government election, which we did the other day, but in the general election, we will win the Port Morant division and contribute to the political victory that we're expecting to have when the next election call. Comrades, time come. Time come. Morant Bay is going to be a win. Dalby is going to be competitive, and I am predicting a win for Dalby division. Believe it or not, because with Comrade Shaw, strong in Dalby, with Comrade Bertram, strong in Dalby, with Comrade Gill, Comrade Pepsi, we're going to give them the surprise that they needed. We have won the Dalby division before in a general election, and we will do it again this time. Comrades, the Port Morant division will be the 4th and final and the winning division, and so we will win all 4. If we win all 4 divisions, can we lose the election? If we win all 4 divisions, can we lose the election? So let us go, let us work, let us continue to organize, let us win in the name of the People's National Party so that we can get the change that we really need. Comrades, one love, on to victory.
Put your hands together one more time for our Councillor Dinsdale Smith. He's the new kid on the block. You know, comrades, before I call the next person, I want to say to us tonight that we have a little lady going around. They call her Grasshopper. You know her? She's jumping around all over the place. I saw, you see, it's one of the hardest things in life is when you put out your effort and your energy and people want to claim your glory. I saw Comrade Shaw beg and beseech and went through some old heap or something to make a bridge down at Mark Bay Division. And when the bridge started to be constructed, the lady run go down there with her camera crew and start to say how she's building the bridge and she has made contribution to that is how Grasshopper is. But tonight we are here. We are going to let her know that she needs to enjoy the rest of days that she have left in this constituency, because whenever the trumpet is sound, then we will be looking at her back, leaving St. Thomas forever and for good. Right, comrades? Right, comrades? And some of them learn how them text too. At this time, I want you to welcome a gentleman who has run in the Portmore Division and won it. He ran in the Dalby Division and lost by I think 82 votes. Please put your hands together and welcome Comrade Hutchinson. Comrades, let me hear you say yay! Let me hear you say power! Power to the people, comrades! Comrade, Councillor, sometimes I don't even know how to introduce Comrade Rose Shaw to the public. I don't know if we should introduce her as the Comrade Councillor of Morant Bay. I don't know if we should introduce her as one of the best women born and bred in St. Thomas. I don't know if we should introduce her as the daughter of the soil. But one thing I can tell you is that I remember well is to introduce her as the next member of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas. Power to the people. Comrade Smith, Comrade Campaign Manager, Comrade Gill. You see, I have a difficulty introducing Comrade Gill because there is a new introduction to be made. But for now, I would call him the coordinator of the Dalby Division. And Comrade Pepsi, Comrade Kelly, Comrade Chairman of Bath, your only boy here. Justice of the Peace, Harris. Comrades all in the platform, good evening. Comrades are here. Comrade Pasley touched on something a while ago. And I would never leave it unfinished because I don't like unfinished job. This same Grasshopper that you hear him talk about, in December she got money to patch out the Port Morant to Bath main road. And she patched Port Morant. And she patched, she patched Bath, and she leave out certain section at Aircastle and Potosi, and she put back that money in her pocket and she revving it out all over the place. Comrade, we don't need MP like this. We know who was a real MP. All of you know, the baby in school know Dr. Fenton Ferguson. That's a principal man, a honorable man, a decent man. I see this woman jumping around and everywhere she see a young boy or a couple boy in a pants, she just jump onto them and lap them up and jump up and spring up. That's not decency. We don't want that to represent us. But I tell you what, let me go to the Father. Because the Father give me some security work over on his farm in Pira.
and tell them turn on them camera, come ready for the courthouse. When he was supposed to pay, he didn't want to pay. And I took my daughters to his house along with my wife, the family, and go there as if we're begging him to pay us. You know what the man did? The man started paying us with some check mark. This one. The constituency in Clarendon that he represents. That is what is written on the check. So isn't that criminality, comrades? Yes. Not Clarendon. Not Central. Not Central. Clarendon is paying me to do security work over St. Thomas and Pernell Charles Farm. Isn't that robbery? How could the data be better? The data could never be better, because show me your friend. No, it's not even that one, but leave it as it is. Chip no fly far from black, that it is. But comrades, honestly, I'm coming down. But I want to say to you now, because I'm talking to you like family now. We are here, and most time it is not we who are here now that we have the problem with. The problem is with some comrades out there who are going to tell you, say, from them born and from them yard, them knows them a comrade, and the fouling of them yard a comrade, and yet election day them go collect the money from the grasshopper and go vote for JLP or don't vote at all. Comrades, I'm asking all of us to try and look out for these comrades and to prevent them from doing this, because this is the only way we can lose election. We have more comrades in a St. Thomas than we have JLP. We have more comrades in a Jamaica than we have JLP. So if all of us go out there and vote as comrades, we can never lose an election. And at this time, we cannot afford to lose no election. And as there's a God I mean it, comrade, and I'm serious about it. If JLP win back this election, I am out of here, because I can't live with them and I can't live under their leadership. So look, you know, if we want, if we stay together as one comrade, vote out this grasshopper and vote out the Andrew Holness-led administration. Comrades, we want to have a good night. No,
Let me hear some power. Come on, man, make some noise. Mr. Musician, when I want the place. All right, Mr. Hutchison, former councillor for the Port Marant Division. Put your hands together one more time for him. Just to let you know that our party leader is very close by, and also Dr. Fenton Ferguson is on his way very, 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 very close by. Just spoke to him on the phone. All right, comrades, I want you to listen very carefully, because Eastern St. Thomas is not just made up of Bath and Dalvey and alone. It is made up of 4 divisions, and we are having these problems in every single division. The other day, Comrade Shaw, myself, and a couple of comrades, we went up to Pilot to have a meeting, and the entire Pilot almost came out to that meeting. And after Comrade Shaw made it clear that she needs to find out what is happening with the money that was made available to fix the Pilot road, because she patched out about 10 potholes on your way going up to Pilot and leave the rest. The following day she reached up there and she run down to Brooksland, and she patched about 7 more potholes and leave the majority of Brooksland not fixed. And comrades, I am saying to us, I heard Comrade Hutchison said something just now. We cannot allow this election to call and people stand up on the roadside and say, if we not get our money, we now vote. It's time we cut that out. Get up election morning, go vote and come back on the corners. Don't stand up and wait till 2, 3 o'clock when they hear some boy things that get rough and you feel so we have to give you a thing now. Because, come on, don't you say it a long time, I say it, if we lose this election, it's the last time for me in Jamaica. And without even some of us leaving, dog nyam with supper and push take our breakfast. All right. Okay, over here in the east, we have a division that is called the Dalby Division. And we have a young man who is doing some work with a young woman in the Dalby Division. I'm going to ask you right now to put your hands for both of them as they come to you right now. Dalby Division, Dalby Division.
Comrades, good night. Good night. Comrade Rosemary Shaw, Chairman of the constituency. Comrade Ludlow Mattison, Councillor, I welcome you here tonight, sir. It's good to see you. Comrade Campaign Manager, Comrade Divisional Smith. Comrades, I bring you greeting from the Dalby Division. Comrade, I stand here tonight with my sidekick, the coordinator. He's young, he's learning, so don't kill him if you don't have a lot to say, because he's a work in progress. But comrades, I'm imploring to you tonight that we must take up the charge for the People's National Party to win the next election. Comrades, I am in the field doing canvassing from last week, Monday, and there are places that I go to and I see comrades that are saying, I am not voting enough. I'm done with politics enough. Because from Dr. Ferguson, they beg this down at office and I don't get it. Comrades, this is not the time for it. Dr. Ferguson lost the election from 2020. Let us put those things aside, put Comrade Shaw in place, let her walk the street of Duke Street along with Comrade Mark Golding up to Gordo House. So at that time, you can go to the office and request help, because I know she's a worker, a warrior for the People's National Party. Tried, tested, and proven. Comrades, don't let them come to you overnight and give you anything and you can't come out in orange on election day. You come in white shirt and you're hiding because you don't want to take the poll because you take the next side money. I don't have anything to say about the other lady like all the other people, because my mentor said, when you say things about the other person, you are promoting your opponent. I am not promoting that lady at all, at all, at all. We have never won in that division over more than 40 years. And I know we are going to take it this time after Comrade Shaw be the next member of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas. Comrades, the word is love. Let us go out and vote, work, and put the People's National Party in place.
Comrades, good night. Good night. My name is Comrade Curlin Gill, aka Soje. Relatively new to the game, as Comrade Pepsi has just said. But I can tell you, even though I'm new to the game, I can promise you that I'm a dedicated player to this team. Since I've been on board, I've had maximum support over in the Dalby Division. And that support is for no one else but Comrade Shaw. I can guarantee you that once this election is called, I will do anything and everything within my powers to make sure that Comrade Shaw is the next MP for this constituency of Eastern St. Thomas. I I won't stay here for too long tonight. Yeah? And I'm not trying to run away. But I'm aware we have a lot more people to speak tonight. So just remember, the word is love, and it's one rose. Get out there on the day, do your thing, get it done early. Okay? Thank you very much.
Why raise the time of the Most High, ye sons of men? The rich man's wealth is in the city.
All right, put your hands together one more time for Mr. Gill. You can't hear the little accent, you might try hide it, you know. Go out there and make sure you vote. You might try dry it, but all right, so politics nice, you know. PNP nice, you know. I went to a PNP funeral this evening and I couldn't believe I was funeral me there. We think I want conference me there. And then you were there? It was a wonderful, it's a conference, funeral. And I want us, before I call the next speaker, I really am imploring you guys. We have 95,000 voters in St. Thomas, between East and West. And the PNP would have had majority of those persons. I beg you know. When you hear say election call, you say all who don't talk to, swallow the spit and talk to them. Right, comrades? Because you see, I keep hearing about this grouse and these feelings that persons may have. You see that lady over there, so, named Rosha? You don't know her? Put your eye on her, look on her good. We want our foot to tired to walk our office. It is better you have somebody to curse than you don't have nobody to curse or to talk to. So I say all the people who say, me not vote because we did make this, Dr. Fenton Ferguson has retired from public politics. And we now have come with Rosemary Shaw, who has not yet disappointed you. Right? So you now need to put her in place. So you now have somebody. And for those persons who know Rosa, this woman will give her her last blow. The blow that she planned for wear come a conference, she give to her. And call you, beg you go buy when I'm on here. So I'm begging you, support Rosemary Shaw for Member of Parliament. Put your hands together, one rose. One rose. One rose. All right. At this time, I'm going to be calling Comrade Bertram, the campaign manager for Comrade Rosemary Shaw. Put your hands together for him as he comes.
We don't care what nobody wants to say. As long as the Father sits on the throne, we can't, we want dead people. I will not suffer. I will not beg no bread. You may beg no bread. God is my provider. I will not beg no bread. You know the reason why? Him and me daddy.
Mr. DJ started with that song, but my favorite song since I've joined as the campaign manager is what? There is power. And we are going to be doing There is Power this evening. Alright? Yes. Want to know it? Yes. There is wonder working power in the of the. You can do better than that. Wonder working power. Good evening, members of the platform, Master of Ceremonies, Bath comrades from all over the parish, I won't even say the constituency, but the parish. We are convening tonight because we are here and we want one goal. What is that goal? One Rose Shaw. We must take Eastern St. Thomas. How are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? We have to vote them out. We have to vote out the Liberates. And the only way we're going to do it is if every single one of you play your part. And the only way we're going to play the part and play it well is if you understand what the assignment is. And the assignment is for every single one of you sitting here to grab your granny, your son, your friend, and get 10 more of them and ensure by 10 o'clock when that day is announced and we're going to the polling station, we need to get everybody out by 10 o'clock. And once them vote by 10 o'clock, we know how we stand and what we're there. We know who we need to go for. We also need to know who it is we are going to have to work hard to ensure that them come out. Comrades, the road has been long. The road has been very long, but it all depends on every single one of us. We are going to put Rose Shaw in power. If you agree, say power. If you agree, say power. Look, a lot of you on social media, if not all, and all of us will see certain people jumping up and down and they're putting their stamp on things that are not theirs. We are not about that. At the end of the day, when you leave here tonight, before you go to your bed, I want you to just do some reflection. Ask yourself, what is the legacy that they have put in place, they are going to leave behind for the 5 years that they have been in Eastern St. Thomas? What is that major thing? What is that grand thing that they have done? More people going to school? More people getting help to go to university? More roads properly being fixed? Goodyear is not even in our constituency. We understand the essence of what that urban center is. We're glad for it. But guess what? All the foundation and the brain work started long before them. Long before them. The fact of the matter is, it is there now, and it must be something that support and represent St. Thomas. When we are put in power, we are going to ensure that real power comes from that urban center. Work you want, we have to ensure that people can get work from the urban center. We have to ensure people can get work from the hospital, not just Green, but everybody in St. Thomas must benefit from all the work opportunities that are in St. Thomas. The only way we're going to do it is if we vote for Rose Shaw. One Rose. One Rose. On election day, everybody should be shouting power. When we leave and we go on the campaigns, we want all of you to be there in your numbers. When we say nomination day, PNP, Orange, River must come down, Riverbank must. Riverbank what? From where to where? From bank to bank. The word is love, members. The word is love. And when I leave here every night, I am thinking about what else can we do for the people of St. Thomas. And when I call Rose and say, Rose, how is it we're going to do this? How can we do this, Comrade Shaw? And we say, you know what? Time come. Time come. And when that trumpet sound, you know what is going to happen? You're going to have a dedicated team of people working for a better Eastern St. Thomas. Gone are those days when you get promises and you feel like those are empty promises. We're talking about a woman who understands what leadership is, who understands what it means to ensure that people are protected and people get what their leader is supposed to give to them. At the end of the day, Rose is going to win, and we are going to work very hard to ensure all of you are taken care of. But we must do the groundwork first. Don't fool yourselves. And I beg you, when you see we on the road, whatever you can do, help us. Support the cause. Don't just see me every day, and every day you see me and say, Mr. Andy, what can you do for me today? And every time I speak, I have to reiterate the point. I want you to also come to us and tell us, how is it you are going to help the people of St. Thomas, or you can help the party to ensure that we take back Eastern St. Thomas, and if we have to take it by force, not illegal force, but the force of power, the force of the People's National Party. The word is power, and power we say to everybody.
Let me hear say power. Let me hear say power. All right, comrades. Tonight I remember the voice of our former leader, Michael Manley. He loved this song. It's a song from the People's National Party. I must have the Savior with me, for I dare not walk alone. And this is why PNP can't do something foolish, because we are built on the back of Christ. Amen, somebody? Amen. So, all right, please stand at this time and welcome the party leader, Mark Jefferson Golden. Make him welcome.
Yo, this is Bugsy Garden. Mark Golden. Yeah. Mark Golden, we're ready. 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 Whoa! Look at the people raising up. The whole Jamaica waking up.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready to put Roche as MP? Are you ready to put Mark Jefferson Gordon as Prime Minister? Let me know I say one Mark, one Rose, one Fenton. Power to the people. All right, come on, clap your hands and welcome our leaders. You see, I can proudly and safely say to you that when you have leaders with integrity, it makes a lot of difference. Right, comrades? When you have leaders with integrity, it makes a lot of difference. All them attack. Them in the parliament and then I'm nothing to talk about current leader. They say man a Jamaican. Them have nothing to talk about him, you know. Them say man a Jamaican. But I saw he did a thing when he was going away with his wife. He walked up to the camera with his Jamaican passport and said, "You chat too much." Come on, somebody, let me hear some power. All right, so we're gonna go down very nicely. At this time, I want you to make welcome at this time, Comrade Harris. All right, the Council for the Evening Conference, put your hands together for Comrade Ludlow Mattison.
Good night. I never intended to say anything tonight, but too much covered in it, that's why I cannot say anything. But let us hear some things when I go through. From the last election. I don't feel good. And sickness took me. First, I couldn't walk, and look at me now. We diagnosed with cancer. I get strokes. Still get strokes again. So I get 2 strokes. So I'm here with you tonight. Probably, you not see me. Because I am not well. But now come on. I'm going to start, take the road again. So now see me often, only see me before. But Division is a family to me. When me in my bed at night time, I think about Division all the time. The last election, I never have no money. People still vote for me.
Take your time, bossy, take your time.
The seats, so they love me. Me love on the back. When the last stops in my face. Even when I leave this thing, I still have back in my heart. Because only love me. Thank you very much.
That's a Comrade Ludlow.
To be forgotten like the wind of yesterday.
Anything I do a lie, you know?
Yes.
Anything I do a lie, boy. Yeah, this. Anything I do a lie.
When the Prime Minister want to clean one drain for me, Shantytown drain.
Yes. Still a word. 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 Still a word, Baba.
Come ready to lead again. It's a place for us to river watch right. Or river watch right place run this. It's dangerous to people who bought themselves. In the old Havana every rain, people dead down there. In the old Havana every rain, people dead down there.
Hurricane season comes.
You call at the Prime Minister about it already, and nobody. The one of the road here, you right from the couple in on this. You have a drain within a Shantytown drain. From that to place to clean that drain will clean again. And the drain stay bad. Drain stay bad. So I just want to make a promise, sir.
Big up yourself, buddy. Still a word.
All right, put your hands together one more time for Comrade Lolo Matheson. At this time, I want you to put your hands together rather for his successor, Comrade Harris. Put your hands together for him at this time. Yeah, power people. Power. And remember that when we talk about power, we are talking about power for the people. Moran Bay people, let me hear you.
Royal.
Power to Port Moran people, let me hear you. Galvey, let me hear you.
Power.
Now hear this now. But let me hear you. To our comrade leader, Prime Minister in waiting, Mark Jefferson Golding, the chairman, and the next MP for Eastern St. Thomas, affectionately called Rosemary.
One Rose.
No.
One Rose.
Yes.
One Rose.
I must also recognize the councillor. Yes, councillors, but of course, we have to take note of the stars. So if I should say a big welcome to the 7-star general, there should be no question as to what I'm talking about. Dr. Benton Ferguson. But we have to proceed. So let me now recognize the councillor for the Port Moran Division, Mr. Comrade Smith. All the other distinguished guests at the head table, party workers, foot soldiers, a very big welcome to our conference.
Good.
Comrades, we are here for a very special reason. We are here because some of us love our party, and the party is loaded with vibes. So when you hear about party conference or party meeting, people always come out because of PNP something always nice. Yes. But there are many of us too who are not happy about a lot of things, and we want to see a change. And we are here supporting our leader, Mark Jefferson Golding, because we want him to be the next Prime Minister, of course, and he will be.
We are here to support Rosemary Shaw to make certain that when the time comes around, she will be the next member of parliament. And I remember some time ago I was listening to something on YouTube and somebody said he was introducing Jefferson Golding as the next Prime Minister. And the man said, I'm tired of that, you know, man. I'm tired to talk about the next Prime Minister. And if we want to make sure that we stop saying Mark Golding the next Prime Minister, we have to make sure that when that time come around, we are going to put the X clearly beside the head to make a difference in our country. And the same thing for Rosemary Shaw. She, within a few months from now, will not be an MP in waiting, but she will be, MP indeed. Now let me just add a few more things. Our councillor mentioned a gully that needs to be cleaned. Our councillor also mentioned the breakaway, which is a river next door to the school. And of course, it is posing a threat to the school and the school grounds, to residents of the Copper Lane community. It is also posing a threat to persons who lives in Bachelor's Hall, persons who lives in Willowfield. Nowadays, as the rain falls in here, you can't pass hardly anymore. You can't pass Willowfield because the river is overflowing its bank, because it has not been cleaned for some time now. Now the lady that we don't want to talk about, because she's not representing any at all. It is her duty or responsibility to make sure that these things are done. But it is not happening. I am sure that when we choose our next member of parliament, these things will be taken care of. I must also say too that she's doing nothing. And she ran the other day and she patched some roads and whatever. Every time somebody does something, then she run behind them to try and save face. But she's collecting millions, comrades, to do the work. Where's that money going? Is she eating up that money to buy you out when that time comes? It is not going to work. We are not for sale. We are no idiots around here. We made a mistake. And a lot of persons realized it. PNP realized that they shouldn't stay home. Labour right now is missing and is complaining that Dr. Fenton Perkins is not there anymore. And enough people are bad because Dr. not dead. Doctor have done a lot of things, and I will not be outlining everything now. But a lot has been done by Doctor. Things that we see and things that we don't see. People will say thanks to Doctor behind his back, and maybe they will say negative things. Otherwise, but Dr. Fenton Ferguson, the 6-star general, believe me, believe me, is a very respected person, a powerful person around here. Rosemary Shaw is not much different. Even the chairman did mention earlier that the lady would give away her clothes. She will walk around, and if she have $100 before she reach up the road, that is done, and she's asking somebody to assist her in assisting somebody. She's very caring, she's very respectful, and is a lady that will give her all to make sure that we are all comfortable. There are so many more things that is supposed to be said, but there are so many other persons that need to say something. So I'm going to take my leave. Ladies and gentlemen, comrades, I want us to remain steadfast. I want us to remain powerful. And I want us to make sure that when the time comes, we do not allow ourselves to be swept away by $50, $100, $20,000. We are not for sale. Comrades, power. 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 Power to the people.
You guys have a counselor to be that will always facilitate you. Let me hear some power from Comrade Harris one more time. All right, before the next speaker comes, we have 2 tablets to be given away courtesy of our party leader, Comrade Mark Jefferson Golding. Please put your hands together for him one more time. And so I'm going to be asking one question, and that question is, and you have to do it in order so I can see you. Please raise your hand, all right? Which year was the first year that Dr. Fenton Ferguson won Eastern St. Thomas? That hand down there, that hand down there, that hand, yeah. I didn't hear you. No, that's the hand I put, that's the hand I put. Where is she?
Ask question how we know.
Is she correct? Yeah. All right.
Ask someone we can answer, man. Ask someone we can answer, no. Come on, win something, ask someone we can answer. Parsley. Ask someone we can answer.
All right, put your hands together for her. Courtesy of our party leader, a tablet. All right. At this time, I want you to put your hands together and welcome our own Dr. Fenton Ferguson.
Got it all right.
Chairman, Comrade, Prime Minister in waiting.
Yeah, got in our
Comrade Mark Jefferson Goley. Comrade Councillor. And I want to identify the next Member of Parliament for St. Thomas Eastern. Yes. Well, this is for St. Thomas Eastern. Who is that? Who is that? I want to recognize the campaign manager who has been doing a good job and leading the campaign team with some serious campaigners. I want to recognize the warriors, the workers of the People's National Party.
I will not stop work.
That is a good sound.
That may I tell you, we not stop work.
But I just want to say to you this evening, comrades, there's a lot to say, but I'm coming back. Tonight is not the night to talk about all the things we do for all the area starting from Taunton, because it means the stars of the night would not get a chance to talk. And tonight is Comrade Shaw and Comrade Golden night.
Which is right.
Comrades, I want to use this opportunity again. This opportunity to endorse Comrade Rosemary Shaw. There is one Rose.
One Rose.
There is one leader.
Never told.
In Eastern St. Thomas.
Never told.
As it relates to candidate for the People's National Party. I know some of you might not see me out there run up and down as much, but I do my thing and I do some work, some personal thing that Rose know about. Because we discuss a lot of things, you know.
We know how I go on, man.
You know how I go on.
Hey, me, we know how I go on. We know how I go on.
But let me tell you something. A person try a little thing when I was representing the comrade leader. And I recognize that my parents and my mother especially grow me good.
Which is right.
I mean, no self, me that represent myself, me that decent. Worse, me I represent the next Prime Minister of Jamaica.
So you know some people say, boy, doctor, just walk and doctor, do that.
Good man.
All me a tell you now, don't watch that. What you need to watch is when the 6-star general come back on the road in 4 years and see that. And I know many of you know, when you hear man talk about clocks, someone will get excited. The general wear clocks over 50 years. Over 50 years. And so, me just a tell you now. Just cool. Ready. Because she touched me corn. But me know how we ever deal with that. Alright? When we come back about, me know somehow we never come out the last time. But now get a chance to come this time. And we want to not come. Because when bad vote, PMP can lose.
No time.
No well know that too.
No
time. Can lose. So this is a chance. We'll not get again. And I am saying, I am 100% behind Councillor Shaw. But we have a plan.
Don't tell
and we're not making anything take we off of that.
Big up yourself, Mama.
All I want you to do is put yourself in place that when we hit the road,
ready for them,
and we start to move.
Ready for them.
We're not ready for move.
Ready for them.
Right?
Ready for them.
So tonight, outside of Commercial, we have our Prime Minister in waiting.
Which is right.
And nobody, whether you like him or not, no leaders ever gone to more divisional conference in this party than Mark Jefferson Gold.
That's not true.
Without fear of contradiction. Nobody can say that in the months and years that he has been leader, he has not grown. The man actually get to love the work. You see that? The man loved the work. Well, I couldn't send him back, could do nothing else. Him love the work. And him a work feet too.
We have to
not true.
For him run boy.
Maybe you want to say Mark a work. Mark G a work.
This is one doctor.
Why when me hear that thing that come out of bar, me know comrade leader. Worries. So comrades are coming back to bring you up to date, because some of you forget the things we do from Taunton right back to Roland's Field. You forget. And when you hear people that talk foolishness, some of you defend it. But are coming back because no one remember the days when that little one-lane bridge. You know remember? When the amount of quarrel and fight for the one-lane bridge. And you know reverse. Me no one remember that.
What I back road they remember.
Me no one remember.
Remember everything me back.
So when we come to power, the community center, the same way like when after Gilbert, and we fix it up. 88 and 93, and we fix it up. You know remember the police station, $69 million. You know, remember the multi-purpose court we built up at Ginger Hall? After we fix up the community center. You know, remember the brand new basic school right in a Bath? You remember all of that? You know, remember when we fixed from Bath to Audley 2 times? Remember all of that? And all the side road there. So comrades, when we come back for campaign, we are campaign from performance.
Which is right.
And we have come with Rose with a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Good person, love people, ready to work. And we have had discussions. The one thing I regret the most in Bath is the Sunny Hill Community Center. We did some work, but me and Rose talked about it. If it is even my foundation, when it is properly established, we're going to work together to fix that and some other little things. But just give her a chance.
Yeah.
Because I am right behind her. I have done my time. History will remember me well. And therefore make me go on to do some things to make history remember Rose well as a member of Parliament for Eastern Central. So comrades, we shall return. Just continue to support Comrade Shaw. And anybody who have any little residue, anything in your heart, I say,
Let it go, let it go.
a dog, make it fly, let it go, let it go, let it go. Because right now, it's one rose, one rose, one rose. Comrade Shaw, one rose, one rose.
Put your hands together for Dr. Fenton Ferguson. One general.
One done.
Somebody say one done.
God in the earth.
Let me hear you say one Dr. Ferguson.
One doctor.
Come on, make it strong about one Dr. Ferguson.
One doctor.
All right. We're going to be asking one more question, and we have one more tablets to be given away. And please raise your hand.
Ask who are going to be the next MP. Ask who are going to be the next MP.
How many times did Dr. Fenton Ferguson
Six times.
Well, one as MP, 6 times. Current leader. All right, put your hands together for her. It's like school of challenge quiz, you know. Somebody know the answer before it is completed. The question is completed. Put your hands together one more time for our party leader for donating those 2 tablets. At this time, I want you to make welcome as she comes to us as our next Member of Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas, the woman who stood up for his people, her people in Bamboo River and other places, in Pilot and all over Eastern St. Thomas. Put your hands together and make welcome our next Member of Parliament, Rosemary.
Thank you very much, Chairman of this evening proceedings, Comrade, Pastor, Politician, Leroy Pasley. Starting at the head table, Comrade, Party Leader, our next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golding. I want you to give Party Leader a warm bath welcome. Comrades, stand up and welcome the next Prime Minister, Mark Jefferson Golding. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, Comrade Leader. Comrade Ludlow Mattison, one Lords. Him kind of winding down. Because you know, when Lords in I'm AD, Lords, when Lords in I'm hockey, Ludlow Mattison, and I must say, Comrade Leader, Ludlow is a good councillor. He has performed. I want to recognize our 6-star general.
God in our earth.
You hear how the 6-star general talk, comrades?
God in our earth.
You know, the worst thing that them people could ever do is to disrespect. To disrespect our 6-star general. But guess what? Styling, she can't style him.
No time. No time.
We soon come. And him give you that charge a while ago. You see when him hit the ground? What a bam bam. I want you tonight, comrades, to recognize our campaign manager, our boy, and him now go vex if me call him a boy. Fewy boy, fewy liar, fewy educator, comrade Bertram Anderson. Straight up a Barking Lodge, straight out of the Moran Bay High School, Fewy School. The Moran Bay High School. Comrades, my esteemed executive on the platform, one of the youngest constituency secretary in the island of Jamaica, Comrade Sanika Kelly. Stand up and give Sanika Kelly a rousing round of applause. We have Comrade Pepsi here. Me and I rule the same sign. When we're ready, we get off. But if you think you're bad, go out there, so go say anything about Rosemary Pepsi hear you. One Pepsi. Big up yourself, Pepsi. What can I say about our youngest kid on the block? Kirtland, Gil, stand up, Kirtland.
Yeah, no boss.
You hear how the man talk tonight? Comrades, I can tell you that when I walk the byways and the highways of Dalby. For 50 years, comrade leader, we have never controlled Dalby Division in the St. Thomas Parish Council.
We're going to do it now.
Fenton won it twice in a general election, but we have never ever won that division in a local government election. But I tell you, Kirtland, this is a secret. Now say nothing tonight.
No, we're not telling nothing, Mama.
Comrade Dinsdale Smith over there. Stand up, Dinsdale. Councillor for the Portman Division. This is a seat in 2024 Parish Council election we took from the Jamaica Labour Party after many years. Current leader, you know what I call that one? Dead and wake. Because at a point, we gave up. But when we start to pound the ground, the night of the election, Comrade Dinsdale Smith was declared Portman Division Councillor. And I can tell you, comrades, him better than me in the council. Yes. You see, since December, when I went there, Lord have mercy if you hear him, when he stand up round the round table of Parish Council, and when he make representation for Portman Division, I tell you, the few people from Portman here, you would be proud of your councillor.
You are the teacher.
One at a time, him a talk, you know, I hear somebody beside me, why a MP material that, you know. So I said to him, you know, come in here, come divide and rule, you know. So, comrade councillor, you will have your day. I'm proud of you. One rose. Comrade Lacey, what can I say about you on the platform tonight? Happy to see you. Comrade leader, we have a whole heap of teacher in the audience and on the platform. Comrade Lacey is a teacher at the Morant Bay High School. And she's the secretary for the Bath Division. We have caring people. We have educated people to look about the business of you people in Eastern St. Thomas and in the Bath Division. Your own comrade chairman is a teacher, a wonderful teacher in the house. Comrades, I know that you've been out from morning. Some of you went to funeral. Comrade leader, we had a funeral today in the bastion of the Bath Division, Springbank. One of our most colorful comrade Ping Ping, we laid to rest this afternoon. And I tell you, we had bashment here. And I will surely miss her, Miss Comrade Ping Ping. The only thing I regret is that she won't be able to walk with me to God knows. Oh my God. But I will have many company. I want to say tonight, comrades, that this Bath Division, and Dr. Ferguson alluded to it, when Bath go vote, river come down bank to bank. And I know the last election, comrade leader, the last Parish Council election, Bath Division, in terms of percentage, performed creditably. I want to big you up, Bath Division. And I know there are many, many problems in Bath Division. Comrade leader, I am calling on you tonight because we don't have nobody to talk to. Our pleas are going on deaf ears. The Rolandsfield Road, for years, since Dr. Fenton Ferguson left, he was the last one who fixed and maintained Rolandsfield Road. For 9 years, not a single work has been done on Rolandsfield Road. It was made worse. The last hurricane, a hell of a breakaway when you you're walking or when you're driving, your heart beats when you reach that breakaway. And we have a member of parliament whose business it is to deal with the central government road. And all she's doing is jumping up and down and wanting to come to Morant Bay Division to try to usurp the authority of the duly elected councillor, yours truly. Should have business with nothing more. If I go on a road to work, comrade leader, this woman follow back at me and try to say she's doing something. The last thing that happened was a gully by the name of Bennett Gully in Nuts River in the Morant Bay Division. The little funding that they pity us and send to us because the minister not treating us good, you know, comrade leader. The mayor not treating us good either, you know. Pure sabotage at the council. And I went on the radio. And when I went on the radio and spoke, I saw we get a little morsel. And from that little morsel, a clean Bennett Gully. The day after that gully was cleaned, comrade leader and comrades, is the little grasshopper send man from NWA to look at the same gully to say that she's going to clean the gully so that she can collect. So when the officer went and looked at the road and looked at the gully, the officer said, no man, but this gully clean. And then the people shouted from up the hill, yes, Miss Shaw cleaned the gully last week. Now let me tell you something. When you find people like those, you have to be afraid of them. And I said one thing, I don't wish to talk about her tonight, but you must be educated because some people say she's crazy. There is method behind her madness. And I want to let you know that she's not crazy. She's very calculated. She's mischievous. She's dangerous. And she is a liar. And you know what walk together? Lion thief. Comrades, you know what we call her now? And it's a labor right. Make this, you know. Fraud abroad and fraud a yard. What we have representing us in the Parliament for Eastern St. Thomas is a national disgrace. And I am wondering, how did the Labour Party allow that to slip through? The egregious act that was committed in our dental practice in the United States of America in the states of Florida. It's not me saying it is on paper. And I have my file. I have a file. I have the red file. But I'm waiting on constituency conference to deal with that red file. Comrades, you know that my heart is pure. I have walked the highways and byways of this constituency. At one stage, I was the campaign manager for Comrade Ferguson when Dennis Wright came here and started burn down left, right, and center. He was the one who really and truly invited violence in this constituency. Apart from the 1980s, when the Duck and Field sugar workers protesting for their sugar workers' money was beaten by soldier and police, by the then Member of Parliament, Pernell Charles, called down the whole of Harman Barracks and the whole of soldier camp and beat the people of Duck and Field. But he paid the ultimate price for that. Comrades, we're marching on to victory. We are marching to make this Eastern St. Thomas a better place. Taunton is in this division. And I am sorry for the people of Taunton, comrade leader. They have no water. Every day the councillor pleads for water for Taunton. Sometimes he asks me, Rose, you think of sabotage? Because Taunton was a labor area. And Taunton started to vote for Fenton Ferguson from 1993, and they never turned back. So Taunton, you, in a few months, will have a prime minister who cares in the name of Mark Jefferson Golden. And I know, you see my comrade leader, in article, I can't say that. You see, when me and him talk, it's coming like me and him talk. He's a very, very article brother. Him understand, him down to earth, him not thinking better than nobody, and him respect people. He's very respectful. And comrade leader, I will fight. I will fight for you to become Prime Minister of Jamaica. And I know, comrades, that you are going to fight to make Mark Jefferson Golden your Prime Minister of Jamaica. Comrade leader, we have a lot of plans. Every night I go to my bed, I look at Eastern St. Thomas. Comrade Ferguson has run his race, and we have some more things to be done. When I went out last week, the whole of last week, and when I go into the areas and I see the amount of fruits, the mangoes, the apples, the plums, the breadfruit, everything dropping on the ground, spoiling on the ground, I said, yes, time come for an agro-processing plant in Eastern St. Thomas. There are many things that we can do, many things. We can export, we can create jobs for especially our women. Because when you check it out, the employment situation in Eastern St. Thomas among our women needs to be looked at. Comrades, when it comes to farm or card, you don't know say me a done for the yard there, so not true. And I know that my Prime Minister, I don't want to talk too early. I know that when I call and beg him, and him say, yes, Rosie, I know that he's true to his words. I am not MP right now, and his members of parliament get farmer card. But over the 4 years that I have been caretaker for Eastern St. Thomas, I call all of them and beg 1122. And I can safely say that a lot of young people has gotten opportunity to travel abroad, all because of the People's National Party. Comrades, when it comes on to the urban center, people is saying PNP no want development. That urban center, and you hear it time and time, was not conceptualized by the Jamaica Labour Party. The People's National Party had a hand in it. The first building that was put up there was put up under Fenton Ferguson and the People's National Party. How many of you remember the days when Yallah's Bridge used to overflow, flood its bank, the river, wash away the bridge? We had to drive around to Easington. Who made that possible? Dr. Fenton Ferguson. And you heard investors talk about it, that they're not going to invest if that bridge was not brought to fruition. And it was done under the leadership of Fenton Ferguson, responsible for roads at National Works Agency. And there are many things to come. We can reel out the achievements in the 9 years, going to 10 years that this government has been in power. No maintenance has been done as it relates to the road. So all the roads that were done by Dr. Fenton Ferguson is now no more. So we have a lot of work to do, incoming Prime Minister. And I know that you're going to take care of Rosie, because you know that I am a hard worker. You know when I come to you and say, Prime Minister, I want this for Eastern St. Thomas, I am confident that it is going to be done. Comrades, when I'm talking, I talk a national issue. Very rare I touch national issues, I speak on local issues. But if it's one thing I want to say tonight, I am so disappointed with you, Prime Minister Andrew Holness. Very disappointed. There are many things that I'm disappointed about. There, you came out and you made a clarion call to choose Jamaica. But yet, that call to choose Jamaica, we are being sabotaged at the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation. We have been starved for funding. Just the other day, the Bamboo River situation, the bridge has been broken down. The fire department made a damning report that if there was a fire in Bamboo River, the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation now $53 million in a funding called Special Grant for Repair, SGR. And despite my pleading for that bridge, not a word. And I'm not blaming the mayor now, because as bad as things be, I must give credit where credit is due. When the superintendent spoke to the mayor, and the minister controlled the SGR. The mayor don't have no teeth to spend the SGR. And I know that's a delay tactic. Comrade leader and comrades, what I had to do, I had to go to a hardware when I hear a post was put on TikTok by the TikTok by the member of parliament to say Bamboo River Labor Day project was funded totally by the member of parliament. And bridge is now completed courtesy of the member of parliament. Well, comrade leader and comrades, when I went down there yesterday morning, I met with the engineers and the workers on the ground, the ones who said that they are working free. And they said to me, Councillor, we are going to need about 1/4 ton of steel more and 120 bags of cement to the municipal corporation so that the hardware can be paid and the bridge can be completed for the benefit of all. You have PNP living down there, you have JLP live down there. I know that you guys weren't pleased about the result in Bamboo River in the by-election. You tried very hard. But remember, have a heart for the people of Bamboo River, because they are taxpayers too. They go to the supermarket and they buy things and they pay GCT. So have a heart. Comrade leader, one thing I want to promise you, my team and I, we are going to deliver. It's not Rose alone. Rose have a army. Army, I want you to say, we are the army. We are the Eastern St. Thomas Army. And we are going to propel Mark Jefferson Golden to lead this country, Jamaica land we love.
Well, if you want an MP who cares about the constituency, well then, let me introduce you to ROSE. Well, if you want a member of parliament, put in the work and not pretend. My friend then, Rose, I'm telling you to vote for.
Comrades,
The trumpet has sounded. My countrymen all, awake from your slumber and answer the call. One Eastern St. Thomas, one Mark Jefferson Golden, and one Rose. And at this time, comrades, I want to bring to you our next Prime Minister of Jamaica, Mark Jefferson Golden, a born Jamaican, a true Jamaican. His father did a lot for Jamaica in the 1950s. Coming up, let us welcome, give our party leader a big rousing round of applause.
Well, from the mere device,
give him a fat welcome. Give him an Eastern St. Thomas welcome. Mark Jefferson Golden, the people of Eastern St. Thomas.
Yo, Mark Golden.
Yeah, man.
Earthquake when Mark Golden a step through, man. Make them know. Mark Golden, you're hot this year. And what them a go do fi hold you? What do you mean? You come to win this year, not even for bro, God can hold you. Him can hold you. Mark Golden hot this year, and what them a go do fi hold you? What do you mean? You come to win this year, not even for bro, God can hold you. Him can hold you. Mark Golden, you hot, me say you come as if you win. Whole heap of them try fi test and get damage, tell them fi chest back. Mark Golden, you come as if you win.
Pull up that. Pull it up, selector. Comrade Chairman of this divisional conference, Comrade Fenton Ferguson, 6-star general, my friend, a mentor, somebody for whom I have the deepest respect. Comrade Rosemary Shaw, one Rose. And may I tell you, Rose, in the last by-election, I see the work where you put in. I put in some too with you. And the Labourite them try hard and do all kind of things, don't? But them couldn't cross it. PMP stand up and we win Morant Bay Division. Comrade Rose became the councillor. Well positioned for what is to come. Comrade Lodds, enough respect, my brother, enough respect. And may God bless you and keep you and help you get through what you go through now. Yeah, man, because you have more in you to come. Respect. All of the other councillors and members of the executive who are here on the platform, all of the workers and warriors and the wonderful people of Bath, it is a great pleasure to be here, an honor for me to be here again. Let me tell you, Eastern St. Thomas is a critical constituency because for us to get where we need to be, we have to deliver Eastern St. Thomas. And I have full confidence in Rosemary Shaw, backed up by Dr. Fenton Ferguson, the 6-star general, and all of his army and her army, the Rose Shaw army, here in Eastern St. Thomas, that we will deliver the victory when that time comes. And comrades, it could be soon, we don't know. But the energy amongst the PNP in the country is strong right now. We are committed, we are determined, we have a vision and a mission, and we are going to cross it because it's time come for a better Jamaica. Comrades, the Member of Parliament in Eastern St. Thomas, I don't even want to say nothing about her. She is somebody who deserves to be badly beaten in the next election. Badly. She has no class. I asked Dr. Fenton Ferguson to represent me at the so-called opening of that center. And I chose him because of the fact that he has served so long as a leader of the constituency, winning it 6 times. And somebody who has been a minister of government, was my cabinet colleague, and I thought somebody who had the stature to represent at that occasion. And when I see how she disrespected him, totally out of order, totally uncalled for, unbecoming of somebody who calls herself a member of parliament, an absolute disgrace. Anyway, all she has done is stir up the hornet's nest, and she go and get the sting of her life when election day come. So, Comrade Rose, you and I work well together. And you know, anytime you ask, I always try and deliver. Because I like to support people who are putting in an effort and who I know are with the people, working with the people and putting in 100% of their capacity in the interest of the people. And Rose Shaw is doing that. So she will continue to have my full support. And comrades, I've heard about the gully. I've heard about the breakaway. I've heard about the community without water. So, enough of them, I hear that now, to multiply. But when the time comes and we are in government, and Eastern St. Thomas is in the winning Colonial People's National Party again, you know, we will have to look out for those who looked out for us. And I will be working hard with Rose to make it happen. Comrades, we are at a time in this country when the people of Jamaica are anxious to see a change, a new Jamaica, a government in which the people can have trust and confidence. They are tired of all the scandals under this government. They are tired of situations where the government of Morocco, the Kingdom of Morocco, gives fertilizer for the farmers of Jamaica who need help after the hurricane, and the cronies of this government take the fertilizer and are selling it to the farmers who are in distress. It's a disgrace. The people of Jamaica are looking on when they see the NWC refusing to attend and share test results for water testing at the KSAMC. And we even hear about Duns River and the minister responsible for water, instead of telling them to cut the nonsense and share the information in the interest of the people. Because you can't sweep things like water quality under the carpet. If there's an issue, it must be addressed transparently so people know what is going on. And the minister didn't adopt that posture. That is the type of governance this government is offering. And what about the drill? What about the medical drill? A drill which on the market costs 1/10 of what the government bought the drill from this company. A company where the majority shareholders are JLP MP. And he claims he's holding the shares in trust, but for who? The thing mix up. It don't smell right. There's something rotten in the state of Jamaica. And I'm calling the Auditor General and the Integrity Commission to look at it and scrutinize it very carefully, because the people of Jamaica are suffering in the healthcare system. There are so many pieces of equipment that need repair or to be replaced. And if you're buying equipment at very inflated prices, those resources are being misused, misappropriated, when they should be available to fix the things that are needing to be fixed in the hospitals and in the health centers. So many people can't have their elective surgeries done. Operating theater closed. AC not working. Elevator not working. CAT scan not available. Even at the Bustamante Children's Hospital, no CAT scan. May I tell you, time come, comrades. Time come. The people need change. That is why I have committed to putting ethics at the center of governance again. Upstanding government in the interest of the people. Government in which the people can have trust and confidence. We want to start a movement when we form government. We want it to be led by well-thinking Jamaicans. The churches, thank you. The churches
civil society organizations, academia, to try and bring back the love into the society, bring back decency, bring back caring, bring back the values and attitudes that Jamaica used to be known for, but now, under this government, where the head of the stream is so rotten, we have lost our way, and we have to restore it. And comrades, I will support the Integrity Commission as an institution. I was the architect of it. It was under my watch as Minister of Government under Portia Sinsemilla, where we designed the Integrity Commission to bring together the different anti-corruption bodies in the country into one and give them prosecutorial powers and the ability to receive and share information with other agencies of government where they hadn't had that ability before. And this government is trying its best to undermine the Integrity Commission. Even the Prime Minister, who is under investigation for illicit enrichment, and that matter has had to be referred by the Integrity Commission to the Financial Investigations Division that investigates financial crimes in the country, and Tax Administration Jamaica, responsible for tax collection in the country. Even the Prime Minister is trying to bring litigation in court to take away the legal basis upon which the Integrity Commission is founded and to eliminate the very offense for which he is being investigated, illicit enrichment, a serious corruption offense. This is not something that Jamaica can stand for. The Jamaican people have to stand up and put an end to this. We cannot have a government where the head of the stream has this cloud hanging over it. It's not a good look for us. People are watching at home and abroad. The Jamaican people must stand up for what is right. In the same way that we had to stand up against the states of emergency which were being abused by this government. They were using the states of emergency like a policing tool. When the states of emergency are in the Constitution for extreme situations where the very existence of the democratic order of the country is under threat. That is why prior to this government coming into power, it had only been very sparingly used, twice or three times since independence. And under this government, they used it over 20 times in a few years. And it wasn't working, because as they pressure one area with a state of emergency, the bad man them run gone to and target the wrongdoers, the serious violence producers in the country, and try and get crime down through holding them accountable. And why we fully support body-worn cameras, because we know that there needs to be the protection of the citizen and the police when they're going on these dangerous missions. We support the policing which focuses on crime in that way, and we're seeing the results now. And that's why I commend the Commissioner of Police and the police generally for the excellent work being done in that regard. If it wasn't for the People's National Party, they'd have been continuing with the failing policy of the state of emergency. And the Court of Jamaica, the Constitutional Court, has ruled in our favor and said that all of those states of emergency that they impose are null and void and unconstitutional. And I say, thank God for the People's National Party to stand up and defend the rights of the Jamaican people, our fundamental rights and freedoms. Comrades, we are going to enter government with some important policies to try and address some of the critical issues facing the country. We know, for example, in the education system, that we have a situation in which over 30%, over 3 out of 10 of our primary school students leaving primary school and entering secondary school cannot read and write, cannot do basic arithmetic. We can't build a nation like that. When they enter secondary school without the basics, they're at a huge disadvantage. Many of them end up leaving school without any subjects, and their prospects are not what they should be. And it's not that they're not bright and capable, but they never got the necessary inputs and support from early in life coming right through. And now, I am saying time come to focus on fixing that problem. Focusing on early childhood development and primary school education. Dealing with the issue of non-attendance of school, absenteeism from school. We have high levels of absenteeism from school. Why is that? Because parents are struggling. They can't afford lunch money, or they can't afford the high transportation costs to send children to school and bring them home. That is why the People's National Party under my government is committed to ensuring that all needy students get at least one hot, nutritious meal a day at school, whether it be primary school or secondary school. The People's National Party will ensure that when they go to school, they won't be hungry. And that is why we are going to introduce the RIDE program, a subsidy for those rural families who need help with the transportation costs. And we've matched it out and we figured out how we can afford it. And we're going to start with 20,000 families across Jamaica, and we intend to increase it over time so that we have, until there's a proper rural bus service in place to deal with the matter. Comrades, I have a note here about Nawain Daly, that we must protect him. There's a threat on his life because he's working hard for the People's National Party in the Morant Bay Division. So we are appealing for his protection, and also for us comrades to surround him and keep him close in our hearts. Nawain Daly, let them not harm a hair on that young man. No victimization. This is a free country. This is a democratic country. Buster and Daddy man, they never go on so. And we must deal with the politics in a decent way and let the people choose who they want. Comrades, we also have a very important policy initiative, a plan that we call the First in Family Plan. And the First in Family Plan is a plan that says, first of all, the reason for it is this. Many families, low-income families, find it difficult to pay the fees to go to university or college for a child in the family. And many of the children are afraid even of the Student Loan Bureau because they don't know if they're going to get a good job after they finish, and they don't want to be under pressure. So the first thing we're going to do with the First in Family is to say, if you come from a family where you are the first member of your family to attend university or college, and you qualify to enter that college or university, the government of Jamaica under the People's National Party will give you a full scholarship to attend university. Because we know that that child, when they get that break and get their degree, will help to uplift the rest of the family and take them out of this intergenerational poverty situation. And for the Student Loan Bureau, we are saying to the children, to the students, you don't have to fret, because under our People's National Party government, we will give you an amnesty if you've fallen into difficulties, so that you can bring your principal payments current without having to pay in the arrears, interest, and penalties. And going forward, we will cap your monthly payment for all borrowers from the Student Loan Bureau at a manageable percentage of your income, so that you don't have to fret about your ability to service a loan. And if you're go through a hard time and you're unemployed, we will suspend your payments during that period without penalties and tack those payments at the back end of your loan until you find your way back on your feet. Because we want children from low-income families, poor people, not to worry about investing in their education. This is why it is important to support our party in the next general election. Also, when it comes to housing, the government talk about a boom in housing. But the houses that they have been building are houses that are way out of reach for ordinary Jamaican people. Houses costing well over 20 million, 30 million and up. The National Housing Trust has lost its way. For the 9 years that they have been in office, going 10, every year They have taken $11.4 billion out of the National Housing Trust to help fund the national budget when they're talking about no new taxes. And comrades, we are going to put an end to that. We are going to restore the National Housing Trust to its true mission and purpose. It was established by Michael Joshua Manley to provide affordable housing for the people of Jamaica. And we intend to build 50,000 houses in our first 5 years in office across Jamaica. And we are going to take public lands that are not suitable for agriculture and ensure that the housing trust can build houses on them. And when we make those houses available for sale, we're not going to charge the people the value of the land. So they will get a better price for the land. And there'll be more affordable housing for them. And for youngsters up to 35 who struggle to find a deposit to pay down on the house for the first time buyers, we will establish a $1 billion fund, $1 billion per year within the housing trust, using the housing trust resources. And they will get a grant of $500,000 to help them to purchase their house, as long as they're a contributor to the National Housing Trust. And I've been throwing the housing trust for at least 2 years. And we have an idea called rent to own. And rent to own is when you're employed, but you don't have a pay slip because you're not formally employed. And you don't have a pay slip, but you make your money still. And you want to qualify for a mortgage loan from the NHT, but you're not eligible because you can't prove your income because you don't have a pay slip. You might be hustling, you might be farming, you might be doing anything that is earning money, even informally employed, but you don't have an official pay slip. And we will allow you to go into the house as a tenant. And as long as your payments are on time for 6 months or so, and you show your ability to pay, we will treat that as proof of income. And you can draw down on your mortgage loan and step up from being a tenant to becoming an owner of your house and get your own door key. And for the farmers of Jamaica, we have a new deal for you. We will be establishing the Agricultural Development Fund. And it is needed because right now, the farmers of this country struggle. They struggle to afford fertilizer. It is so expensive. They can't get access to loans to do their business as farmers. Storage facilities are inadequate. Farm roads are in poor condition. And we've seen what the Tourism Enhancement Fund has done for tourism. And tourism has become the #1 industry in the country. But food security is very important. Right now, the United Nations did a study that shows that 55% of Jamaicans, that's over half of us, are suffering from moderate to severe food insecurity. 55%. What does that mean, food insecurity? It means you're not eating enough food, or the food you're eating is not nutritious, so you're getting sick from various diseases. Malnutrition, hypertension, diabetes, all of those things. So we have to step up the agriculture. Jamaica is blessed with some of the best crops, best produce, best ginger, best yam, green banana, ginger, and good ganja too. That I decriminalize under Portia similar, so you can't be arrested for having a spliff or a chalice or a little jar of weed. And you don't get no criminal record for those things. Well, we want to ensure that the small farmers get to participate in the legal industry so them can make money and police can harass them over it. So agriculture is a critical thing, and the Agricultural Development Fund, we're going to take a little piece of the existing import duties and stamp duties on imported foods, because Jamaica's importing far more food now than when we're in government. We used to produce it here, now it's being imported. Nearly double the imports from when we were there. We're going to take some of a little small piece of that and put it in the Agricultural Development Fund so that it can support the small farmers, support them with farm roads, support them with loans through the PC banks, support them with storage facilities, and also help them with the fertilizer and other inputs so that they can produce and we can stop having to import so much of the food, and we can become more food secure instead of food insecure. Because my command, they tell we have to eat what we grow and grow what we eat. Yeah, man. So, comrades, these are some of the plans that we have to take Jamaica to a better place. We have a good team. You have a leader that will ensure no toleration for hanky-panky. Because Jamaica is fed up with a government where the head of the stream is rotten. And because what comes from the head of the stream, downstream is rotten also. Huh? Oh, I be. Yeah, man, I'm not stigma, man. Yeah, man. So, comrades, I say all of these things to say to you tonight. For us to get to deliver these programs for the people of Jamaica, for the school children, for the farmers, to implement better healthcare system, focusing on screening so we don't have so many people getting cancer not knowing that they have it until it's too late to do anything about it. Being diabetic and they don't know. Being hypertensive and they don't know. Managing those things early by screening to reduce the cost to them and to the health system of treating them, because when you get the things done early, it's a much easier way to treat them. And ensuring that there's proper maintenance of our hospital equipment. And ensuring that each parish has an urgent care center so that if you're in an accident, you can have your life saved there. And when you're stabilized, you can be moved afterwards to a full hospital. These are things that the people of Jamaica need. And they need a PNP government to deliver these things for the people. And for that to happen, what has to happen? For that to happen, what has to happen in Eastern St. Thomas? What has to happen in relation to that lady right there, so that comrade, One Rose? We have to deliver Rose Shaw so we can deliver Marky G and we can deliver a better Jamaica. Are you ready for it, comrades? Are you ready for the journey? Are you ready for the victory? Power to the people, I say. Power to the people. God bless you, comrades. One love. The word is love.
Everybody wave on the right hand. Put up your fist. Hey, Marky G, we don't know, so none of them not like me. See them all hype up, but that still not spite me. Gold in a cut and got you because I love in our heart. And none of them care. Hey, Marky G, me don't know, so none of them not like me. So me I go stand up in them face with all me Nike. Make them know what we buy with things that we no listen all fall. And none of them care. Hey, Marky G, now watch no face, cause we don't try the case. Tell them, them can't.
Let me hear you say power one more time. One Marky G, come on. One Marky G. All right, put your hands together one more time for your Prime Minister in waiting. Come on, clap your hands, comrades, for your Prime Minister in waiting. That was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful presentation, wasn't it? Did you hear anything that you want to hear? All right. For those who are farmers, you hear that things are coming for you to benefit from, and other persons. Water. One Rose are going to win. Come on, let me hear say One Rose. All right, all right. Clap your hands one more time for all the presentations, for our councillors, and our MP in waiting and our Prime Minister in waiting. We are in a good position, so we are on our way to Garden House. Are you ready to go up Garden House? All right. Please stand with me at this time. All right, after 3 we are going to sing the trumpet. One verse of a trumpet. 1, 2, 3. The trumpet has sounded, my countrymen all. Awake from your slumber and answer the call. The torch has been lighted, the dawn is at hand. Who joins in the fight for his own native land? Land of my birth I pledge to be. Loyal, faithful, true to thee. Power! All right, thank you for joining us. We have refreshment.